Hello, and welcome to a brand new episode of Corey and Kevin Talk About Nothing. If you're tuning in for the first time,
I'm Corey.
I'm Kevin, and welcome to our podcast talk show.
Welcome.
Yeah, number 106.
Yes.
If you're a consistent fan, thank you very much. We appreciate it.
Absolutely. We appreciate you.
We appreciate
all of you.
We had a really interesting movie that had come out, and that's what this episode is about. Don't Look Up.
Yes.
But I would love to sing the Just Look Up song, you know?
Yeah, absolutely.
These dummies were all going to die.
Yes. That cast was absolutely insane this time in this movie.
Did you listen to the lyrics at all of the Ariana Grande song
I did like majority because some of it I was like in shock and I was like thinking about what she just sang and stuff, right? So like some of it, you know what I mean? But
holy shit.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh my god.
So
all right.
I mean it's intense.
Yeah.
So
we'll get to Don't Look Up here in a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But all right, I'm just gonna start this podcast out actually.
Okay, cool.
So I'm just very excited. So guys, you guys have been listening to me complain about the not being able to get something, okay? And guys, it's official. This guy has a PS5.
Finally, yes.
Right here.
Only a year and
a
month.
Yes. And I couldn't even get it.
Yeah.
I had to rely on a very good friend.
Yeah, that's pretty incredible.
Just insane. I mean, and I don't know how she did it, but kudos to her.
Thank you.
Impressive.
Because that's awesome.
Thank you.
Seriously,
I've been
our entire squad now all has PS5s, and I don't have to sacrifice my time anymore with you fellas. You know, I could just play the PS5 version,
and that's awesome. I'm telling you, and I played
playing with these peasants. No, I'm just kidding.
Played that Battlefield.
Yeah,
and I'm telling you, it's impressive.
Yeah, like the character modeling and everything is like, okay, I can see like this was the actual game.
Yeah,
and you just
100%.
skimped the hell out of the PS4
and that's the
version.
problem. I like when I play. I said because one time I played at your house. I played like half a round at your house.
Yeah, right.
And it definitely looked better, but I didn't like sit down, focus, and play the PS4 version at all. So what I saw at the very beginning was the very beginning of Battlefield. Now I'm actually seeing like I went and saw the old version for a long time.
Oh,
terrible.
Yeah.
I don't want to say. I mean, the game was still. It's still like. But I'm just saying, like you said, the rendering, the blockiness of the characters. I mean, just absolute stupidity that could have been changed. That's my big thing about it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, it cracked me up when one of our friends, one of our squad mates, Brian, had said that it was like, the hover helo, whatever the aircraft comes in at the beginning. Yeah. And you come off, and the character models are so junky. And he's like, dude, this is like PS2 graphics. And this is like one of the first times that we're like actually playing the game. And I'm like, I don't want to admit this, but like, yeah, you're right, dude. Like, what the hell? Yeah. And then I play the PS5 version when I'm by myself, and it's like,
okay.
Whoa, okay. Obviously you still have the gameplay issues. That didn't go. Same game.
No,
just
100%.
Just elevated graphics and definitely smoother.
Yeah. So something that happened today, just a little quick story in the PS5. I was running up. There's this room that's the stairs. Okay. So I go up the stairs. I look to my right. Don't see anybody. I look to my left, and all of a sudden, I'm in the middle of a concrete floor, and I just dropped down to low below me. It was a secret passage of some sort. I couldn't find it again. I tried, but it literally just dropped me straight down. And I was like moving right, and then I felt like I dropped into something. Like a glitch, and it was so weird, but it was perfect. I actually got 2 kills right afterwards too. So I dropped on the ground, and then 2 guys were facing out that door. So,
that's anyways, like gave you a good
sweet
reset where you could kind of go.
Yeah, absolutely,
The game knew you needed that win. It was like we need to hook this player ASAP.
Yeah. So, but anyway, so I'm excited to do that. Battlefield Spider-Man. I'm gonna get Spider-Man, of course.
Yeah,
I'm gonna wait a second.
The new one with like the Miles Morales storyline.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah.
I
That's my plan. So.
I haven't like beat like a regular game in a long time, just because it's like, well, Jessica and I have beat like Little Big Planet 1 through 3 and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
like
okay.
playing through like a game and everything, Spider-Man was so addicting and so fun to play that I beat it like I don't even want to say quickly because I took my time. I did all this, like all the side missions. I collected every single thing that you possibly can. I think I collected every single suit.
Wow.
And then like there's one suit left because you have to. It's called New Game Plus. So like you get to start a whole new game. You start completely fresh, but with everything that you've already collected. And then once you beat the game again, it releases the last suit. And I just haven't gone back and done that yet.
Got it. Okay.
But,
okay. 'Cause I've heard it got some good reviews too. And then,
dude, incredible graphics. Clementine was. I mean, that was a year ago, right? And you know, or we'll say 9 months ago, I probably beat it.
Yeah.
Right.
Whatever.
So
yeah.
she's sitting there, and she loves Spider-Man now. It's so funny. So, you know, we were watching the one day we had on. Spider-Man Far From Home, and she was just like, where's Spider-Man, and this is recent. This is just like recently, so like I'm like, man, I screwed up. I should have bought a Batman game and we should be watching Batman movies because like you know,
no, she's good, dude.
She knows who Batman is, but she's kind of getting a little attached to Spider-Man. And hey, I love Spider-Man and all, but come on, we're a Wolverine and Batman household here, right?
There's a certain 2 letters that go above that 2 characters. Okay, so
it's so funny. So like anything Spider-Man, if he's not in the scene the entire time, where's Spider-Man? I'm like, that's Peter Parker. You know, he is Spider-Man. Yeah. She's like, where's Spider-Man?
Nope,
I don't see Spider-Man. I'm like, okay. And then whenever you know something happens and he's in his suit or whatever, she's like, Spider-Man.
Does Uncle Corey got to buy her a Spider-Man shirt?
Yeah, she would love that.
Okay, hold up.
yeah, she loves Spider-Man. It's so funny.
Right, cool.
But yeah, that's very cool. Yeah. What other games are you thinking of?
I'm not too sure yet. I really, you know, I haven't decided. Because I think there was a new Uncharted game too that came out. I don't think it's new anymore. I think it came out originally. I want to play something like that to test the graphics, but I'm probably going to wait till I get a new TV. That's the one thing. So, yeah, so like right now, so like that's why I'm having a hard time just saying what I want to do because, you know what I mean? Like, I just don't know yet because I'd rather do it on something that is going to have the quality. And don't be wrong, I could play it, but why play the beginning half of it and then get a new TV? You know what I mean? So
it's
like one of those
things on everything that
just wait. You know what I mean? It's gonna still be there at the in 2 or 3 months or whatever. You know what I mean? Whenever I decide to actually pull the trigger, I'm having a hard time. But anyway, you just with that. So I really that was one game, and then other than that, I haven't really because I just really like. I didn't want to get my heart set on anything until it actually was official, to be honest with you. No matter what happened in the process of everything. You know what I mean? You just don't know. I mean, you know, I'm just like, I just can't, I don't want to get my hopes up. So I didn't look up games. I didn't do anything until today. So that's what I mean. So like, I've done some research, but I actually rewatched part of the movie that we watched today while actually setting it up. I just had it on the background. I just wanted to make sure. Like, there was just... I had questions, and they shouldn't have been questions because I just think it was my brain overthinking things. But at the same time, I had questions. So like when I rewatched it, I just realized the questions were really never answered at all. So I just, my brain was like, all right, you know what I mean? But anyway, sorry. But anyways, so with that being said, I...
Sound like me this time, you know?
It was weird, man. I don't know. Yeah, it was just kind of... I don't know, man. I mean, yeah. It's really, but anyway, so I really didn't I didn't go through the system. I wanted to let the system do its thing. I had to treat all the transfers over from the old system. You know what I mean? So like, I'm like, just do your thing, and I'm just gonna do stuff on my phone. So what I did on my phone was watch that movie. That's you know what I mean? Just because I got this sweet pillow that I can carry around, man. So anyways, but anything. I'm just saying, it's anything I could do. I could just carry my phone around and just sit anywhere I want. I just love this little thing I got.
Yeah,
$5. So sorry.
That's sweet. That's very
funny.
cool.
Yeah. But anyway, yeah.
So like Ratchet and Clank,
Okay.
Rift
Was
Apart
it?
or something like that. Worlds Apart or Rift Apart or something like that. It looks like amazing. Like this system really kind of wants me to get into like, or it makes me want to get into different types of games, just because of like the sheer loading speed of the PS5 is pretty incredible. So like I kind of want to get some games like Spider-Man was flawlessly going through every single part of the city. You had no loading times.
Okay, so you talking about this? Do you know what made me really wanna get Spider-Man like that? Like, okay, I'm of course I'm a huge Spider-Man fan, but Fortnite came out. Fortnite and Spider-Man just made their collab, right?
Yeah,
So
yeah,
it just
yeah.
happened. So now you can do his mythic to where you get you put on his gauntlets, and you can actually swing across the entire map.
Nice. Yeah,
So
yeah,
I've
yeah.
been literally swinging from trees up, trying to, I'm like, this feels like an awesome Spider-Man version. You know what I mean? Because Spider-Man
That's
never has a
sweet,
gun.
yeah.
But now all of a sudden I'm Spider-Man swinging through the trees, pulling out a shotgun. I'm like, this is pretty sweet. I'm just, and I mean, it's pretty fun.
That's a dangerous Spider-Man.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm just very excited about it. So, but anyways, that's what made me. I'm like, man, I've got to play that Spider-Man game because this is so fun.
It's incredibly fun.
One time I did a whole. I mean, I died because I didn't have any guns, but I did a whole match with just the Spider-Man things, just floating around.
That's
get them
fun.
from different areas. Just because I'm like, this is just fun, and it was just a good time. I first got them, so.
In the Miles Morales version, because
Yeah.
Into the Spider-Verse, like that is Miles Morales is like kind of like our main character,
Yeah.
and that suit that's in Into the Spider-Verse that he winds up designing himself at the very end. That Into the Spider-Verse suit is actually in that game, that Spider-Man game.
Oh
Miles
no!
Morales.
Okay.
And then you can actually change the animation style of the suit to make it like Into the Spider-Verse, to where it's like more comic booky, and it's so cool how like you have like real world scenario, going from building to building as like more of like this cartoony type of animation.
That's
It was
sweet.
really incredible.
Okay. All right. All right.
That game was just so much fun. So yeah, definitely get that one if you're looking into that. And then I think Gran Turismo 7 we were kind of all looking into possibly eventually, just because again I wouldn't really buy these games, but the graphics are so good that I'm like, well, it's just worth playing,
Watching.
Yeah,
for sure.
like
Absolutely.
in Gran Turismo 7, if the vehicles, if that commercial or video that I watched was actually in game, dude, it's incredible. The shading, the lighting, dude, it's incredible. So I'm very excited. But yeah. So right now we're only on the Battlefield kick, and eventually.
Oh, absolutely.
We have been playing a little bit of Fall Guys, but that's like
have
the
you?
PS4 version, so not.
Oh, yeah, okay. It's funny because that's one game I did not. I mean, it's still like I checked it. I can still download it, but I
Right.
did not do that because that's one game I'm like I haven't played for a little while. I'm just gonna hold off. I'm gonna wait.
Right.
I'm gonna wait it out for a second and see what
Yeah.
happens. So, one game that I do want to talk. Well, not talk about, but talk about with the friend group that we should get together to play is Among Us. It came out for all consoles and everything now. It's a stupid fun game, so you can have your console and your phone at the same time. It's so easy for everybody now.
Oh, yeah.
So you can download it on the PS4. Jessica can play on PS5, vice versa. You know what I mean? So I'm just saying, like everybody can do that at the same time, and it's just a stupid, fun little game, but it's something that we can all do together. That's the biggest
for
thing.
sure.
You know what I mean? So that's fun, man. It's so
Yeah,
it just
yeah,
I just, but it's an old game, man. But I wasn't pumped about it, and I watched some videos, and I'm like, this would be a lot of fun because
It would
what
be.
I mean?
It would be a lot of fun.
That's what I mean. I mean, it would just be a fun game that we can definitely get probably 6 to 8 people to play. So
That's sweet. Hell yeah.
yeah, but
That's very cool.
yeah. So, anyways,
Yeah.
enough exciting news about the PS5. Did you watch anything else? Did you catch up on a certain TV show at all?
Sorry to report that we have not.
It's okay.
We have not watched it yet. It's Always Sunny. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
I'm very sorry for It's Always Sunny. We just haven't.
I mean, it's
we
a busy
have-
weekend, and I mean, you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Stuff.
Well, we've been watching a crap ton of Seinfeld.
Oh, okay.
So, like,
so funny, man. Everybody talk about that show right now. Is it big? Did it come back out? Like, did Seinfeld do something?
well, it just got released on Netflix like maybe a month or two ago or something.
God, maybe that's what it
And
is. Everybody at work's
I'm
talking
gonna be
about
honest,
it,
man. Like, all right. First off, the show is absolutely hilarious. I've always enjoyed Seinfeld, but this was like a really good time to actually like go back and just watch it from start to finish. And there are so many episodes that you can see other sitcoms that came later, like almost doing the same exact type of thing.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
So it was kind of funny, like, oh wow, these guys did a lot of things first, and then like, if you didn't watch it first and you watched these other things, it was kind of funny. It was interesting. Just got a lot of sitcoms possibly get their ideas from Seinfeld. But it's been awesome. I mean, we're on season 8 right now. But that's also like putting it on when we go to bed, and it's not running through. So
Is it Netflix or Hulu?
Netflix.
Okay, so you're only missing a couple episodes at a time. It's not Hulu that does a season full of episodes.
Oh, right.
It's so frustrating.
So yeah, it has been so much fun watching this show, and
Yeah, I have not. I mean, to be honest with you, I know the characters. Like, I've watched it at some point. My dad was a huge, Seinfeld, not a huge Seinfeld fan, but like it was a show that he would watch, I should say. You know what I mean? So like so I watched some of it, but I couldn't be honest. I'm not. I mean, and that's what brought it up. People were telling me stories about it at work. The certain episodes and certain things, and so I'm like, all right. I mean, I gotta watch it. So.
Yeah, you got to give it a shot. You'll actually start like you're gonna watch it. And you're gonna like, you're gonna laugh because they're hilarious. But then you're gonna start realizing like, oh wow, these guys were like OG. Like they're definitely like an original show about nothing.
It's funny because it actually makes me want to watch it more. I guess you know what I mean, just to kind of see. You know what I mean, to see if I can like pull things out.
It's great. It wins. I mean, there's so many like ridiculous and crazy things that happen, but it's awesome.
Yeah, Seinfeld's just a hilarious person in general. Jerry Seinfeld.
Yeah, it's we were looking it up because I've always heard that he is the wealthiest paid comedian, and he is worth $950 million. Dude is almost a billionaire off of his career.
That's insane. That's impressive, man.
That's incredible.
Yeah. See, like who I think of was Kevin Hart. Kevin Hart's got to be close to getting up there. He's got to be climbing that list of some sort. I'm telling you. I don't know. I just think Kevin Hart. I mean, think about his movie career that he has turned around. I mean, I know he has not had a Jerry Seinfeld or the Seinfeld show.
He's worth $200 million.
200? Oh my gosh, man, that's insane. For some reason, it just feels like he should be. I mean, he's done some huge movies too. Like.
Yeah, Dwayne Johnson is estimated to be around $320 million. And then you have Jerry freaking Seinfeld who's like, yeah, I'm basically eclipsing you. I could buy your life 5 times, 10 times over. I could eat your soul and then buy the prison I'm going to go to, like Pablo Escobar type of shit, Anyways, $950 million.
That's impressive.
That is incredible.
Good one.
I was looking up, like, so Julie Louis-Dreyfus, who plays Elaine, I was looking up her because she's been on a ton of stuff. Well, two main, I mean, Veep constantly got awards and everything, and it's supposed to be a very funny show. We started it and we were laughing, but I don't remember why we didn't continue on. But she's worth like, I think it was like around $200 million. But like George was worth like 30,
Yeah.
And Kramer, I think, was around like 20 or 30. And then Wayne Knight, who plays Newman, was I think like 8 million. And I'm like, that's just such a wild. I'm not saying that those guys are like top comedians or anything, but
but
it's still like
it's a show, yeah.
That's crazy, man. Wow. But yeah, so we've been watching that, and we're almost finished with season 3 of You.
Nice.
Which I gotta tell you, I'm a little disappointed in this season so far.
Oh, really?
It's going in this freaking weird direction, and it's not fun. I kind of wish Joe would just be by himself again and stalk women. I know that sounds horrible, but I don't like the relationship and then the square. Instead of a love triangle, it's a love square. It's so stupid. I don't enjoy it right now. We're just going to try to pump through the rest of that here soon.
Is it because, I mean, you said this is the last season too, right? So far?
Well, season 4 is going to be coming up, but this is the last one.
Yeah, okay. The one that you could watch now.
Yep. Yeah. So, we've been watching we watched Seinfeld, and then, I can't remember anything else other than How to Train Your Dragon and How to Train Your Dragon 2.
Oh, nice. You watched them?
Yeah, Clem's been obsessed with the second one. Like, ever since she saw it once at Gigi's, she's like, I want to watch that one. I'm like, fine, okay. So we gave in over the weekend. And then I was like, well, Peacock's got the first one, so we got to watch
sweet.
both.
So you only had to buy one?
No, I didn't have to buy any. The second one's on Netflix, the first one's on Peacock, so it was
that's sweet. Okay.
Didn't have to buy anything.
Solid. Yeah, solid.
What about you?
Well, really, because obviously we talk about it a lot. We record a week late, and then so I watched a lot of Christmas everything.
Okay.
There's actually even
If
sections
you
of
wanted
Christmas.
to talk about that,
That's what I'm saying. So I'm not gonna go into great details, but I actually didn't realize, but I put a hurting on some Christmas movies this year. Not even like really, just real. Like, and some of them because I've already seen them. Like they're on in the background. It's supposed to bring the Christmas mood. That's all it's supposed to do.
Oh yeah,
like,
for sure.
Elf I probably watched 6 times because it's on Netflix. So I can literally, you know what I mean. So it's just literally I can just turn it on and just hit the button as I'm, doing whatever, and it's just a Christmas movie that's on in the background, just while whatever else is happening. So I watched that one, and then I actually spent some money because you can't find the Grinch on anything. I could have swore I had a copy of it, and I couldn't find it. So then I ended up spending $2.99 to rent it from YouTube. So I rented it from there. No. I'm sorry. It was on Hulu. It was $2.99 on Hulu.
Okay.
So I rented it on there for 24 hours. So it was fine, you know what I mean? But it's still super frustrating. So that's a movie I had to watch. So you better believe for 48 hours I put a hurt.
Oh yeah, you
better believe it. Yeah, absolutely.
That's
I watched
funny.
it back to back. Well, I had it on back to back. The first time I watched all the way through. The second time I had it on, and then on when I went to sleep. And I probably made it through 3/4 of it the first night. I mean the second time. So so I definitely did some of that. But other than that, I did watch a couple more episodes of Succession.
Yeah.
So I'm not super far into Craziness season 1 yet. I think so because it was the second episode that I watched where he doesn't wake up yet, right? Yeah, it's the second episode until the very end, and then the third episode where the whole that's where I just finished the third episode where remember he was trying to put a sock on and stuff.
Oh yeah, they're like he put a sock on. Oh, that's
put a
great.
sock on. Yeah, absolutely. So that's essentially what it was the entire time, and she was being all weird about having people see him and stuff like that. So So I do remember. Yeah, so I do remember that part of it. And I think I'm not gonna lie with that sock part. Remember I told you I think I seen some of it. It sounded familiar, but I like literally the rest of the episode. I really didn't remember any of it.
Okay, so you might be getting in the territory.
Yeah, into that territory. Stuff. Yeah, there were just parts that and I'm glad I watched that second episode because I thought I watched it, but when I actually watched it, you know what I mean? 'Cause remember when they fought? Remember when the Roman and what's the daughter's name?
Shiv.
When those two fought in the auditorium at the hospital, remember that?
Yeah.
So I remember for some reason that part in my head sticks out, right? So I'm like when
Shiv will kick his ass, man.
Well, it's so funny. Yeah, it's hilarious. I loved it. I'm like that is so funny. So
they honestly get the sibling nature so well. Even though these guys could barely ever let their guard down, all that kind of stuff, and everyone's kind of an enemy, but they do have these sibling moments that you'll get to see that you're just they play siblings so well. It's
perfect.
It's awesome.
Yeah. But that's all I watched because then I watched it. I mean, like I said, then I really didn't do a bunch of sit down TV watching. You know what I mean? And I was also trying to get in the Christmas spirit.
Oh,
and
yeah,
things
yeah.
like that. So I watch a lot of Christmas stuff. And then I watch a lot of Christmas like episodes too. Like I watch It's Always Sunny episodes.
Wow.
I found The Office. I found a couple of The Office ones. Like so, I watched some of those.
So yeah, Comedy Central had, I think it was Christmas Eve. They had like a whatever marathon of just Office Christmas episodes, and they were just kept playing random one after random one. I was like, man, that's awesome. So I probably watched 3 or 4 episodes of that.
Got it. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm trying to think of what else I watched, man. I really can't. My brain's a racking, and I can't think of anything. So.
Well, we can.
Yeah.
Can hop over to the movie if you'd like.
I mean, if you want to.
I mean, I would love to because this movie was pretty freaking wild ride.
Yeah. It was a wild ride the entire time. So
yeah, we'll talk about Don't Look Up.
Yeah.
This is one of my absolute favorite performances of Leonardo DiCaprio. Dude's just was giving me a panic attack at home. His breathing, his nervousness was just like, okay, bro, breathe in, breathe out.
Yes, breathe.
Jennifer Lawrence was hilarious and also awesome. I love this movie. And did you see what it got on Rotten Tomatoes?
No, I didn't actually.
We'll see if it changed, but it was at a 56%, and I'm like, wait, what?
Wow.
I'm like, that doesn't make sense to me, man. Now it went down one. It's 55% now. Don't know how that happened because, it's actually like seeing it go down and being at 55% is almost like kind of like proving the movie right.
That's crazy. No, yeah, 100%. You are right.
I mean, if you think about it, right? Like, it's almost like, it's a bunch of bullshit. We're going to move on. It's like, we're not going to realize it's too late until obviously it's too late.
For sure.
Huge message on climate change. But also, like, dude, I did not expect, like, the ending to... I didn't know what to expect from the ending because I knew, like, they were trying to do something else with another plan, and then there's the bash. And it was a pretty emotional ending. Like, I was like, wow, man, like, this is pretty intense. And then they have, like, the 2 end scenes, too. Did you see those?
Yeah, I did.
Okay, yeah.
Oh, I saw there was 2. Wait. There was 2?
Yeah, there was one. If you waited all the way after the credits, there was just one more.
Oh, see, I didn't see that one. I saw, as I said, I saw the first one.
Yeah, which was, I was like, yeah.
Yes, got him. Got him. Yep. So I really enjoyed it.
Yeah. So
what's up with all the freedom going on in that scene too? That threw me off.
Oh, like the nudity?
Yeah, just well, you know what I mean. I'm just like, what? Where did that part come from? Like it's just one of those weird things.
I think it's because like the cryogenics.
Oh, I got you.
Yeah, they all hopped out of their cryogenic. I don't know. But wild ride. I think my only problem with the movie is it's something that is in every freaking movie, and it's just so overdone and so boring, and frankly, it gives just like good people who don't cheat a bad name just because it's like you literally put it in every freaking movie. I don't believe Leonardo DiCaprio's character, Dr. Mint, would have cheated. I really don't. Like, it just it seemed very out of character, and that's the only thing that bothered me because I'm like, that doesn't fit. But that whole thing was kind of weird in general.
Super weird. And how, like, the one thing I didn't like the fact that they went from 0 to 100. I felt like too. The whole thing. Like, yeah, that's
where I had my problems with that part. But overall, I loved like the message of the movie. I loved like even at the end they're like toasting. Well, anyways, but I don't know how much you want to reveal.
I know, like, I'm like, I don't know.
We're borderline spoilers here.
Yes.
So I really liked how it was done. I really liked how how kind of realistic like our separation and division is of
No.
whether right now it's masks or no masks, vaccination or no vaccination. It's like a lot of division going on, and it was just like when you have like a presidential figure that incites division, you can see where just lines get drawn, and I mean we've already seen that lines get drawn, and it's like really hard to get people to cross back over or at least meet in the middle. Like nobody meets in the middle, so it was just like this. Hey, like we've got this data, And they're like, we'll sit tight and assess, or they make them wait super long times. The running joke of that military general, though, making them pay for the water and the snacks, was hilarious. Jennifer Lawrence's character kept bringing it up,
Oh, over and over and over again.
I still don't understand why somebody as high ranked would do that. Like, I'm laughing so hard. There were many moments of this movie that I was laughing, but then like, man, some moments hit a little too close to home where I'm like,
I'm telling you, yeah.
It gave me panic. Like I'm like, like, what if this were to happen? This is what we would be like. We would be so stupid. We'd be so stupid.
Oh, it's crazy. Well, this, yeah. You okay? So I totally agree with you. What you're saying there, it shows what could happen, right? Like in
our society right now, like that's a pretty accurate representation of
100%.
what would happen.
Yeah.
Hey, we're forced
100%.
with a choice. We could do this, and we have a pretty good successful odds. Oh,
and how
wait.
about don't look up.
Big money. Well, yeah.
Yeah.
Big money, though, says, hey, whoa, we have a whole nother plan. Let's put everybody in danger type of thing. Like,
yep. Mm-hmm.
It's all about money, even up until the end, apparently, because it was like, oh, yay, I'm so mad. We're so rich. Now, Jonah Hill, man. Oh, my God.
Oh, that's exactly what I was going to say. Jonah Hill was hilarious.
It was hilarious. He was just an asshole, man.
He was. He was.
That bag that you put over that? Yeah, the FBI doesn't do that. They did that because I asked them to do that.
Yeah.
Or I told them to do that.
Yes, told them, yeah.
Oh, man. Yeah, Jonah Hill was absolutely hilarious.
I mean, I timed that shit just right.
Oh, yeah. He's like, I dropped mine.
So,
oh, man. I timed that shit just right.
I'm telling you. And I laughed. I laughed so hard just because I just thought that was so funny. I'm like, that is just hilarious. I mean,
another moment that was really funny was Jennifer Lawrence when they're both like panicking and they're about to like, oh, hey, I think we need to go talk to the president, and they're panicking. She's like, I need to get high. It's just like there's so much panic going on. And she's just like, I need to get high, and immediately has to go smoke a bowl or whatever. It's so funny. It was like such an accurate representation of like real people. I don't know why it's getting a 55%. I don't know. I don't get it.
Yeah, it's great. Yeah, as I say, I'm just wondering.
You don't have to give it a 90. You don't have to give it an 80, but a 55.
Oh, absolutely. Low. Yeah. And how about the Army guy too? The Navy guy?
The dude in the spaceship?
Yeah. I'm talking about at the very end though. That was pretty. That was.
Oh yeah, dude. Yeah.
I thought that was so funny.
I thought it was hilarious when he's actually in the ship too, and he starts like.
Oh yeah.
People are like, oh no. And then the one guy's like, hey, yeah, let's go ahead and keep it to the mission. Oh, yeah, right. Like,
yeah, got it.
Not great.
So when I watched it, okay, so like there's a certain scene that happens, like that scene we're talking about. For some reason in my head, I thought I watched the entire movie.
Oh, because they're like doing the thing.
They're doing the thing.
Yeah.
The thing is thinking. The thing is thinking. So when that thing was thinking, I'm like, wait a minute, what?
Yeah.
And then...
Yeah, it was like really alarming because like you would waste all that time and material.
I'm telling you. Oh, yeah. Oh, my gosh.
Like that was like mind-blowing. Like that's why, the job of like the highest position in the land of being president of the United States should be a serious thing. Like just a serious thing. People who know how to handle these things.
Yeah.
Not people who don't, because you're going to put them in a position and they're going to like not know what to do and just kind of go with whatever some evil person says. Who knows? I don't know. I'm just saying.
Yeah. You don't know. Yeah.
I don't know. But what a wild ride. I mean, it's. I think people are confusing this as like it's like a comedy disaster film, but it's also like it's satire. Like I think like that needs to almost be its own genre because like you're missing the. Like, if you're calling it a comedy, yeah, there's a lot of laughable moments, but it's satirical nature of like our current civilization. So it's like, it's not just a regular comedy. This is like satire. I don't know. I thought it was great. I thought the performances were phenomenal too. Like they were a lot of fun.
Absolutely,
really authentic.
I think obviously Leo did a fantastic job.
Dude, his moment in the bathroom.
Like,
dude, come on, stop breathing so hard, man.
He's giving you anxiety. I'm telling you. So he played. I think he played his part like ultra well. And I think the other characters did as well too. I don't want to spoil anything. So like, but the ups and downs of like the things that happen. Okay, and then how about the hoods over the head?
Yeah.
That part every time made me laugh. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
and they did that
as soon as he had like the outburst, and then there's the hood. Yes. I laughed so hard because I was like,
Me
"Yep,
too.
of course, yep,
get him out, yep, absolutely, yep, absolutely." I laughed hysterically at that part, and I'm like, man, and it's funny too because I thought I missed something after that because the next scene that happens, I'm not going to say, but like the next scene that comes up to it is like after all that, I thought I missed something in between that. So that's for some reason in my head, I thought something else was happening there, but like no, it was all combined. I seen everything. I didn't miss anything, but that was part of my whole questionnaire thing.
I gotcha.
So like it was actually that whole situation there, and then from there it happened. So
yeah, it was like first off, like it just doesn't feel that far from like a real event, like
yeah.
Oh, hey, something popped in our galaxy or our solar system.
Yeah.
And it's hurling towards us. And, I mean, there's like, that's always a possibility. You know what I mean?
Well,
like,
always.
That's like, we're just on a rock floting around in space, and there are.
And then there's other rocks that could be explode.
Exactly.
And, you know what I mean? All of a sudden, I mean, there's black holes out there that could suck something up and open something up. You know what I'm saying?
Like a tesseract. Like a tesseract. Yeah.
Bro, come on. You know.
Bing, bing, bing.
Yep.
Yeah, like a tesseract. But it was really just like I really enjoy how Adam McKay does his movies as well. A lot of freeze frame. Sometimes he'll even just put like the information right up on the screen, like when he was talking about that National Space Organization or whatever, like this is their badge, he's like, I've never heard of that before in my life. Like that's kind of incredible. So I really love like his little informational drops and then the freeze frames, and he just has like a total different directing style, and I like it. It's The Big Short was very similar in the directing style that he does. He's done Anchorman, like, and that's so funny. Like, dude's done Anchorman and all these other movies or the other guys, all these other movies, and then like he makes The Big Short, which was pretty different. And shit, even this movie's pretty different.
Absolutely, yes, yeah. So yeah, it's crazy. So oh man, I just had a thought. I just blanked.
Man.
The pressure just got to me, man. What was I just? Oh man.
Well, it was really funny because it played into like there's like these two celebrities that break up, and then there's like this getting back together type of thing. But it's so funny how everybody is drawn to that media, that those headlines. And then there's like this crucial information that's happening that nobody gives a crap about.
Nope.
It's just like, or even the White House, because they're like, come on, do you know how many end of the world scenarios we've been given already? Like, come on,
Yeah.
this isn't new. And it was like, no, like this
is new.
This
actually.
is new, and
Yeah.
it's
This one you
happening.
can't escape from. Yeah.
It's happening,
Yeah.
Oh man.
Something proactive needs to be done. Oh, that's what I was gonna say. Sorry, I just remembered. Okay.
Oh yeah.
So, all right, did it throw you off a little bit? And maybe I didn't watch a Big Short. For some reason, I thought I did, but I really don't. I really don't think I did. But anyways, like, did you notice how some of the scenes were like still frames?
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Almost
Freeze frames. Yep,
thank you. Yes.
Yep.
Okay. Thank you. So that's why I
That's
thought.
his. That's his directing style. So it's a little different.
Well, yeah, it threw me off. Yeah. I caught it right away. I'm like, dude, that was not a video. That was a photo, a still frame photo in there.
Yeah.
I mean, don't be wrong. You don't have to. It doesn't have to. You know what I mean? The scenes the parts that you're seeing obviously are like.
It's different.
I know what's going on exactly,
Right,
but
right.
it was just kind of weird. So.
I'm a fan of it. Now, there's one review of the movie that I have seen where I could agree with it slightly. Like, the only bad thing that it really had to say was it veered off course a little bit in the middle, and I totally agree. Like the Leo's character with the one lady, that just veered off in a weird way. And it was just like why, right?
Yeah,
and didn't really add any special purpose. So that's the only complaint I have about the movie, and that also has like a deep rooted issue because it's like everything you see that the guy cheats, and it's so stupid. Like,
so stupid.
Yeah. So that's where it was just like it bothered me. So like I noticed that type of scene coming up immediately and all this stuff, blah blah blah. But other than that, like, I loved everything else. I loved like all the character interactions. It was very funny, very comical at points, and then also kind of a little more dramatic at points. Man, when Leo's character, Dr. Mint, or Dr. Mindy,
I think it's Mindy.
Mindy, yeah, like freaks out on camera, like on
that was.
But that and then like they have like the follow ups of different things he's doing, like, and he's on like that Sesame Street type of thing. Oh no, every man, woman, and child are gonna die. Like,
yes, it's so.
Like, I'm just gonna come out and tell everybody. Like, it's so funny. I'm like, I mean, yeah, you'd have to try, and it's so funny because how like there's the judgment of, all right, so Jennifer Lawrence, she freaks out and. Okay, well, that's not great media, right? You didn't keep your composure, so now you just kind of look like you've made this all up. And it's like crazy because this person is freaking out so badly because it's real and it's happening, but like nobody will believe you. Like that's crazy. Like that's where we're at with a society. It's like, nah, I don't believe that. Nah, I don't believe that. So it's just don't look up.
Don't look up. That's exactly what I was gonna say. Don't look up.
Don't look up. Oh man, just look up.
It's crazy.
Yeah, that was kind of funny too. They were like when they get that whole benefit together, and there's like that big Ariana Grande song, and I was just laughing so hard because I'm like, I know I have to listen to these lyrics because like if you look at the title of the tour or whatever, it's just like.
No.
Awfully depressing. It was just like, man, this is
Not
wild.
good.
This is wild.
Yeah.
That's some real world stuff.
It was. I mean, that's I think what made the movie good to me. I mean, it just made you feel like, I mean, that's like it's very well a possibility of things happening. I mean,
yeah, like we don't even have like a meteor or a comet coming at us. We have like climate issues, and like if we don't do stuff in preparation, then if you're not prepared, obviously, you're kind of screwed. So maybe everybody should just think about helping Mother Earth out a little bit, a little more.
Yep.
If you're already, maybe do a little more. If you're not doing anything, come on. We got to live here. There's nowhere else to go right now.
Yep.
You got to live here. I mean, I'm building a whole colony on Mars in my game, Surviving Mars, so I know what it takes. But it takes a long time to get it built up before humans can be there. All right?
Okay. All right. So you have to. So what you're saying is that we have to survive on here at least for a long time, even when we get to Mars.
Yeah, because you're gonna have to send a whole bunch of drones to build a bunch of stuff before humans could even get there. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I get it. At least a little bit.
Yeah, at least a little bit. So yeah, it was a really good movie, and it was slightly depressing, and actually really depressing. And,
yeah.
I hope as a culture we could maybe relook at this movie, maybe give it a little higher rating, and be a little more open-minded.
Yep.
Maybe let's meet each other in the middle a little bit.
That would be awesome.
That would be awesome.
Yeah, I think you're. Yeah, I mean, there's definitely a bigger picture to the whole film. So.
Yeah, right. Which, Leonardo DiCaprio is huge on climate change, and he puts his money where his mouth is. He's constantly has benefits and all that kind of stuff going on. So,
okay.
It's definitely in his line of work to do something like this. But again, one of my favorite Leo performances. Very unlike a lot of things he's been in. So it was.
Yeah. I think it was definitely. I mean, he did phenomenal. I think it was definitely good, but the bear attack one that he did in that film.
Oh, The Revenant. Oh yeah, for sure.
But like that, that's one
what I'm saying. One of my favorite.
Yes. Absolutely.
Not
100%.
my favorite. Yeah, but one of my favorite performances for sure.
Man,
yeah, because that's so realistic that like
that's the crazy part.
I'm pretty sure Leo actually got attacked by a bear for that. He's method, man. He's very method in his acting. No, we don't need to CGI that bear. Just bring that bear in.
Yep.
I'll fight it.
Yeah.
I'll get beat up. I'll act like it's winning.
Yeah.
All right,
just make
Leo,
sure you get it off me so it doesn't totally kill me.
All right, so what are we gonna watch next week?
I had one movie. Hold on, let me pull it up on Netflix real quick. It's a Netflix movie. It was a newer one. I almost watched it. I was just gonna recommend it to you.
Okay. What is it?
Let me see here. Oh my goodness, hold on. See, of course it resets it. Now I don't have it anymore. I'm sorry.
It's no good, man.
I know. I had it pulled up and everything, man. I should have pulled up on something different.
Well, Netflix.
The Unforgivable.
The Unforgivable. Is that with Sandra Bullock?
Yes. Well, that was just one that it was just a new one that came out. So it wasn't like a recommendation. I was just trying to find something that we could watch. So like that. So I really didn't like. I'm not gonna say like I wanted to watch this movie, but it's a movie that's an option.
Okay, I'm down. I don't think I have anything else that I was like 100% like ready to watch. So that sounds good to me.
All right, cool. So we can do that. If anybody has any recommendations for us too, don't forget you can always shoot us an email. You can tweet us. Everything's in the description below.
Yeah, so it's like right there. It says cktalkaboutnothing@gmail.com, and our Twitter is @CoreyKevin1. So it's right there. If you're watching the YouTube version, it's right there on the screen the entire time. So just do it. Email us.
Just do it.
Contact us. Tell us what you want us to watch. Tell us your thoughts on anything that we've watched. Yeah. Cool. Hey, you got anything else for us?
I don't think so, man. I think that's all I got. Well, I mean, do you have anything else for us?
I don't think so.
No?
No. I think I don't have anything.
Gotcha.
I'm like I didn't spin off as much as I normally do,
You didn't. Yeah. It's kind of weird. So yeah. I'm just kidding. I do want to wish everybody a happy New Year though. So
Happy New Year. Happy New Year.
Yes.
Get those resolutions in order.
Absolutely.
And stay safe out there.
Yep. Thanks, guys.
All right. Thanks for listening.
Thanks for watching.